First at 4.
He was an actor and comedian whose career began in the 1970s on the sitcom All in the Family. When the sitcom ended, Rob Reiner chose a career behind the camera and directed some of the 20th century's most iconic films, including When Harry Met Sally, Misery, and A Few Good Men, among dozens others. Hollywood is now mourning the loss of Reiner and his wife, who were allegedly stabbed to death by their middle son. Joining us now with a look at the legacy Reiner leaves behind, we welcome Dr. David Rembisa, Professor of Media and Film at Mott Community College. Thanks so much for joining us, Professor Rembisa.
Thanks for having me.
Reiner, as we all know, had a very diverse career, and I understand that you know some people who actually worked on a Reiner-directed film that was shot near Ann Arbor. That movie Flipped was released in 2010. How did those you know who worked on the film describe their experience of working with Reiner?
They loved working with him. He really got as a senior citizen lady. They had at the last second had to run a lot of cable through her yard, and he made sure she got a sizable fee for allowing them to do that. And she was so happy. She made cookies and lemonade for the whole crew. He was just that kind of a guy, just very personable and just a wonderful guy to work with.
Aside from being warm and personable, how do you think Reiner will be remembered?
He was an actor, writer's director. He really worked with the writers in the range of material. He picked material that he connected with as a person, and then he really brought that to the screen, and he really brought the best out of everybody he worked with, and had an amazing string of hits there in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, he sure did. So let's talk about that. Do you have a favorite Rob Reiner directed movie or produced movie?
Oh, geez, it's so hard, especially if you're thinking about this. The Bucket List is great. Spinal Tap is wonderful. There was just a sequel out this fall. Princess Diary, I know that's a fan favorite. But I'd say his best movie altogether is A Few Good Men. Just so powerful, so much drama, such intensity and suspense. Academy Award winning performances. It's just something only Rob Reiner, working with Aaron Sorkin earlier in his career, really could bring to the screen.
Yeah, I think Spinal Tap was his very first directed film. Is that not correct?
Yeah, and he did it all improv and really brought the comedic element that he had. And that sequel, what a wonderful thing for those folks to get to make that sequel this past year with him and get together again. It's still to this day. I mean, and it's got one of the most iconic lines ever. This goes to 11. It's just a wonderful film.
Yeah, and I also enjoyed Misery. I like Kathy Bates a lot. I like her work, and of course, I think for me, he'll be the king of rom-com.
Yeah.
Nothing really compares to Harry Met Sally when it comes to romantic comedy. It's something you can watch over and over and over again, and it always stays relevant.
Type of movie you can watch in the fall too. In New York City, it's iconic. Billy Crystal, Meg Ryan. I mean, and also, again, another movie with a great line I'll have, what she's having. That was his mother who said that, and it just, a lot of his movies really had iconic lines. You can't handle the truth. I'm your biggest fan. I mean, it's just, he knew the material as you wish. He really knew how to tap into that material and knew where he had gold.
And what do you think history will say about Rob Reiner and his impact on Hollywood and filmmaking?
He was kind of a true Hollywood director in the sense from the great Hollywood era of the 40s and 50s. He could really do suspense and drama and rom-com and comedy, unlike his peers like Scorsese and Spielberg, who really specialize in just a couple main genres. In fact, that's why you kind of really don't know it's a Rob Reiner film. He's a chameleon. And I think that's where his legacy is. Plus, all the great roles he's acted in, Wolf of Wall Street, all sorts of different movies through the years, The Bear and television. So he was a really, and then he was a wonderful producer, Castle Rock Entertainment, very successful studio, still working today with Warner Brothers. Just all around, just a Hollywood legend and a great philanthropist and a great person.
Dr. David Rambisa, professor of media and film at Mott Community College, thanks so much for joining us and sharing your insight on Rob Reiner and